What's up, people? Mike here, and I decided to make this little video because it looks like this microtransaction thing has gotten completely out of hand. Now, if you've been playing games in the last 5 to 10 years, you've noticed the emergence of loot boxes, or rather microtransactions. Things that you could pay to get boost in games. And it's reached a point where it's completely ridiculous. Um, Now, we all know that it costs a lot of money to make games. And companies are in the business of making money, and I get that. But there has to be a limit to like how you implementing these things, and you're preying on people. Recently, NBA 2K19 came out, and I was talking to a guy who's just said he already dropped $150 on the game to get his hands on the currency of the game so that he could, get his stats to a decent level without doing the grind. And last year 2K really started going hard with it in 18, messing over things like haircuts and just almost everything being tied to this in-game currency that you slowly got from playing the game and could go buy with real money. And people, there's a lot of people who only play one game a year or one or two games, and so they don't give it much thought. They want to be able to keep up with their friends, and as such, they're willing to put down money. And I don't like it. I think there's a way to do microtransactions in a tasteful way. There's nothing wrong with trying to make a little more money, but you got to do it in a more tasteful way. Like, I'm trying to think of one of the best ways someone's done it, and I think it was Dota 2, which was a free-to-play game where you could pay money for cosmetic things. That's the golden ticket. You do that, you ain't gonna get no argument with me. If people want to spend money in that sense, there's no issue that's gonna come with me. But when you make somebody drop $60 something on a game, $60, yeah, it probably could be higher with inflation, but yeah, $60 is a lot of money. And when you start to tweak your game to try to manipulate people into going this roundabout way, which entices them to spend even more money than the $60 on little virtual, digital, whatever currency stuff, that's just not tasteful, man. If 2K wanted to do this with, their basketball game and their wrestling games, then they should make them free. Just free to play. You want to tie up everything in VC, then make the core experience be free. And, stop taking advantage of weak-minded people. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. And, of course, EA's doing it. It's becoming so prevalent in all games, and it's tasteless. Because these people are supporting your game, they streaming it, they buy it every year with a lot of people on the first day, like 2K19. I think the $100 edition is right now the top paid game on Xbox right now. It sells really well, and I'm just harping on 2K because they're just the latest, but it's in so many games now. If you're gonna charge $60, then you shouldn't be doing this. Like, it's just not fair. You're taking advantage of weak-minded people. And I agree as far as these countries kind of cracking down and saying it's equivalent to like a gambling itch, with the loot boxes and everything. It's really not cool. But it could be cool if you just make these games free to play. And this is especially true within the realm of sports games because you're not making drastic changes. It's not like there's new ways to really play. You're just tweaking the gameplay experience. If you was to make it free and then charge for all the little cosmetic things, that would be a lot better. Or as far as this boosting of the stats thing by paying for the VC or whatever, maybe cut it off at like, hey, you can't pay to get your character past 80 or something. It's not fair to those people who just bought the game, bought the 60 and wanted to play it traditionally, because you're clearly tweaking the progression to where it's a lot slower and just to entice people. Like if somebody comes in a month away from now, all their friends are high up and they see that they're progressing at a snail's pace, you're just enticing that person to spend more money. And yeah, they could not do it, but when you clearly are tweaking your progression systems to entice them, man, that's dirty. That's dirty pool. And they really cracked down on Battlefront 2 last year, and 2K's heading for that same route, And it's unfortunately a place where gamers kind of need to speak with their wallets. And I know a lot of people not aware of it, don't give it much thought, but the pre-order bonuses, this, hey, get this extra costume, hey, get this and that, and it feels dirty, and it is dirty. Like a season pass, or I'd rather you just make games be more expensive. If this is how bad you want to get, hey, make 2K either free or make it more expensive. But stop trying to mess over people with all this loot box stuff, man. Like, I think fighting games do it fairly well. There have been some free-to-play fighting games where you can just get that core experience. And, you could play and unlock things normally, or you could pay for a lot of cosmetic things. You're not gonna get to pay for stuff that lets you hit harder or move faster. I don't know, they might have had something like that in Street Fighter across Tekken, but for the most part, you don't get those options, and if you did, that would completely break the experience. That would be horrible. If you're gonna make people pay for extra stuff, have some taste with it, because it is clear, and it's not on the developer. I'm sure they have a boss who looks and says, oh my god, look at how this is going with the cell phones. If we could implement this in $60 games, we will make an insane profit. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're using the same technique that people use on cell phone games in fully paid console games. And that's real crappy, because you're spending a lot of money. You're not getting most of these games for free. So kudos to those free-to-play games that you're not being locked out of anything, and they're just doing it tastefully, like with cosmetics. You shouldn't be able to pay to win, and you shouldn't mess over your progression so much that a person feels like they have to buy stuff just to keep up with other people who have the same game. Tone it down. 2K is asking Belgium right now. You're asking the people to petition their own government to allow loot boxes to be in the game, and I think that's crazy. These games could be real fun. There's a lot of more tasteful things they could do, and I'll definitely cheer some publisher who has some decency to make games that aren't infested by this loot box system. I mean, it's getting completely out of hand in the most popular games, and it's messing over people who are weak-minded. Anyways, I just wanted to do, I guess that's considered a rant. But yeah, I don't think it's fair. And if you guys see games that are like that, like, do your best, try to resist. It's not fair, man. Don't give these guys extra money. $60 is a lot of money where I'm from. You might have it like that, whatever. But until gamers kind of wholesale shut this down, it's gonna keep going, and it's gonna keep making gaming worse and worse. Like, if I'm dropping full price for a game, I want a full game. I don't need to spend another freaking $40 just to just for stuff that should have been included in my $60 purchase. Like, they can learn from other people. Make a free-to-play version of your game if you want to go that heavy with the microtransactions. But this way here, nah, it's horrible. 2K and other publishers should know better. They need to do better. Gamers, vote with your wallet. Till next time, peace.
Frazier's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Eddie Chambers is fighting real smart here on the outside. Good smooth work by Eddie Chambers. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. He just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.